Just give me a minute. Before I start, want to give a big thank you to Lucas, who sent in the paid request. He's always been very generous. Thank you so much, Lucas. For anyone that wants to request any type of video, a review, a re-review, thoughts, streams, commentaries, video game playthrough for an hour, a full playthrough, tier list ranking, random thoughts of something, whatever the case, if you want, PayPal is the best way to do it. CashApp works as well. Links are down below in info box. I'll get to as soon as I possibly can. So thank you. If you're wondering why my eyes are closed, it's closed to Kai, because I'm thinking of a better movie in my mind than what I just saw, because I thought this film was a piece of shit. I maintain it's a piece of shit, and yeah, I think it's a piece of shit. Kung Fu Panda 1 I like. I think for what it is, it's fun, it's lighthearted, it's entertaining. Nice blend of martial arts and, goofy comedy. Kung Fu Panda 2, I remember not minding. It definitely tried to have a bit of a darker tale. I mean, the villain was behind a panda genocide, including his own mom. The main character, Po, voiced by Jack Black. And Kung Fu Panda 3 I just reviewed. It'll probably be uploaded the same time as this. I liked it for what it was. And the way it ended on a way that you did not need anymore. He mastered the physical Kung Fu realm. Now he's got the Chi, the spiritual realm. He got the scepter from the master that was in the very first movie. Was able to speak with him again. Even Dustin Hoffman's character is saying, hey, could you teach me? Have a nice little full circle. The student has become the master and the teacher. And you did not need any more movies. But, of course, the money talks. Pump as many of these out as we can. So, 2024, this comes out. It did, I guess, decent enough business. Hell, it got some good critical notices. And I think it got nominated for Best Animated Film. But I think The Wild Robot won it. Which, that is a better movie than this. But the fact it got nominated in the first place is a sham. Unless it didn't, maybe I misread it. I hope I misread it. But I probably did not. But I hope. What the fuck are we talking? It's the Oscars. Of course they would go for stupid shit like this. It doesn't even matter. It doesn't matter whether it was or wasn't. These Oscars are full of shit anyway. So, before I get into the plot, the story, all that jazz, Jack Black comes back as Po, the Kung Fu Panda himself. Dustin Hoffman comes back as Master Shifu, although he's just at the beginning, at the very end of the film as well. And for some reason, he's a cranky pants, cranky ass in this movie. Even though the last one, he was much more calmer, he was much more lighthearted, he's much more in peace. Even at the very end, he was, hey, can you teach me? At the very beginning, he was never hostile because he had grown as a character. He had grown into accepting and liking and enjoying and believing in Po. And now he's back to behavior he had at the beginning of the first movie. That's one of the tons of problems with this film. The Furious Five, the Tigress, the Train, the Jackie Chan as the monkey, David Cross, Angelina Jolie, Seth Rogen, Lucy Liu. None of them come back. The Furious Five do not come back at all, except for a voiceless cameo during the end credits. More than likely because they didn't want to pay the salaries of the actors. Which I'm thinking, well, why don't you pay them and give them something to actually work with? Build up the characters, their backstory, their history, build them up. Which you haven't done for 3 fucking films. So a 4th film, hey, that would be a reason to make it. Build up that group That's been in the background all the goddamn time. And they had a little bit more in the first film, but the second and third, they're pretty much in the background. Do something with them. Nah, we're just going to take them completely out of the fucking film. So, instead of, hey, we have these characters that people have followed for 3 films, let's build upon them. Let's learn more about this one, and learn about these 2 at least, or learn about these 2. But no. Can't do that, because that would be halfway worth of shit in terms of story or writing. So we can't do that. Instead, we gotta have the co-star be Awkwafina. I'm sick and tired of Awkwafina. I'm sick and tired of seeing her in movies. I do not think she's funny. Her voice is irritating as fuck. I don't even drink the fucking water because of her. Look, I'm not Awkwafina. No, not there. Instead, it's hill, country, fair. Just fair is fair. Purified drinking water. Fuck Awkwafina. I'll drink this instead. I don't like your fucking water. I don't like your fucking roles. I don't like your fucking performances. Even in films I don't mind, like Renfield. Ultimately, I did like Renfield. But what was the one thing I did not like? Her sorry ass. She needs to get the fuck out. She's one of these people like Rachel Zegler and Brie Larson and Skarsgård and John Cena that needs to get the fuck out. Get the fuck out and don't let the door hit you on the ass. In fact, let it hit you on the ass along my foot to kick you away. Get the far, far, far away. Because I do not want to see you ever again. Whether it be Shang-Chi, well, the whole movie sucked, but she was horrible in it. I like Renfield, but she was horrible in it. That one lottery movie with John Cena, I forgot the name of it already. Fucking horrible in that. Or at least that was a horrible movie. This movie, I'm so sick and tired of seeing her. And she's got to be the big co-star. And she's going to be the new Dragon Warrior? Get the fuck out of here with that shit. The villain was lame as hell. The action scenes did nothing for me. This film just sucked dick. It was a piece of shit. I know I should not be that upset over a Kung Fu Panda 4. I know. But it's like, really, guys? This is the best you could come up with? Really? Bryan Cranston does come back from the 3rd film as Poe's dad. James Hong, who's in the other 3, from Big Trouble in Little China, he plays Poe's adoptive dad, the Goose. He's in all 3. He's also in this as well. The very beginning, you see the character Tai Lun, who is the villain in the first film, voiced by Ian McShane. You see him there, you see him at the end of the film, because the villain is a chameleon that could look like whoever wants to look like. Granted, you would think maybe it would pretend to be Poe, do some stuff, and cause a bad name, bad reputation, thus, since you need to get this guy to where you need to go, I need to see what the hell's going on to clear my name. You go over there and then you capture him, because that's what you want to do, because you want his scepter, the thing he got at the end of Kung Fu Panda 3. Instead, no, they go with a different route, just because. Ian McShane, he voices Tai Lun again, but you definitely tell much older, because that was, 2008? And this is 2024, so not quite 20 years. 16? Actually, 18, 28. Yeah, 28 would be 20. Yeah, about 16 years, okay. So after this opening where you see Tai Lun, you wonder what's going on, we're introduced back to Poe, who is fighting this creature and saves some kids. Okay. I could take her or leave it. Number one, we find out that the Furious 5 are not in here. they're off doing separate missions. In other words, they don't want to pay for these actors and actresses to be in the film. And again, let me repeat. One of my issues with some of these Kung Fu Panda films is that you have all these other characters just setting up. I don't mind Angelina Jolie. I don't know as a person, but as an actress, I liked her in films like Lara Croft Tomb Raider. I like, of course, Jackie Chan, David Cross, Lucy Liu. Like, these are some people I like. I think are talented. You could do something with these characters, with these actors. You could bring a bit of backstory, bit of character, bit of heart, bit of depth. You could build up, but you do nothing. And then the fourth film, you're like, nah, we're just not going to have him in it at all, except, again, for a wordless cameo during the end credits. You tell me with all you people, you creative people, you can't see these five and go, maybe this one and this one at least, or this one or this one, or even a tigress. You can't, there's no interesting characteristics, no development, no backstory, no depth, no anything you could do with them? Really? It's called lazy writing. Lazy fucking writing. Also, again, Dustin Hoffman, like I said before, for some reason his Master Shifu is now a grumpy dick again, like he was at the beginning of the first one. But it made sense at the beginning of the first one because he thought the other master lost his mind and go, wait, you choosing him? He didn't believe in him. He's like, he's going to lose it all. We're going to fail. But he proved himself. And he proved himself in the second film, and he proved himself in the third one. That's why in the third one, Dustin Hoffman's character was all smiles and believed in him, and, oh, you don't be the teacher now, and, oh yeah, I knew you failed, but you need to be you. He was supportive, he was helpful, he was all smiles. At the end of the film, will you teach me? He was kind of shy about asking, but he knew and trusted Poe. Now again, why is he about to be this grumpy fuck? And you can really hear the age in Dustin Hoffman's voice in this. You can really hear the age in it. And again, he's only at the very beginning and at the very end. So, it's just a stupid characterization, waste of Dustin Hoffman's time. And then, the gist is he's got to choose a new successor to be the Dragon Warrior. And I'm like, why? I mean, from 2008 to now, it's been, 16 years? Number one, that doesn't mean it's been 16 years movie-wise, as in the time frame of the movies. I mean, it could be from the first film to this one, it could have been 5 years. It could be 2, it could be 4, it could be 7 years. That's number one. And it's animation, and they haven't grown at all. Like, you don't see them aged up and anything. So that's number one. Number two, even if you did go from 2008 to now, let's say, even if it was that, even if the amount of time it takes to make the movies was also the time span within the universe, he's still young enough, agile enough, can still do the stuff. Don't you do that when you're old and you can't do it anymore, you can't hack anymore, where you need to choose a successor? Here, we just see him do this big, flying, gymnastic field, jumping around, kicking the monster's ass, and being perfectly fine. If there was some kind of thing where we see that he's older, and he's changed a little bit, and he loses a step or two, he's still doing great, but just the fact he loses a little bit of step means, man, maybe my time is getting up, but I can still do this, I can still do this. It's not the case in this. He doesn't lose any steps. He's still as good as can be. So again, why the fuck would you need a successor? It makes zero sense at all. At all. Also, you would think by the fourth film, the Master Shifu would have a little bit more trust in Poe, considering how much he surprised you in the past 3 fucking films. Again, stupid writing, lazy writing, horrible creative, as they say in wrestling. So he's supposed to choose a successor. We don't know who the hell any of these people are. Why isn't one of the Furious Five up for being a successor? I'm just saying. You're telling me you're going to choose a successor, and now one of the Furious Five could be it? Like, if this was a story between Poe and Tidris, and you really built up her character, and you think it's obvious, and then, oh, well, actually, no, because, when you got hired, when you were chosen, it would be the less obvious one. But then the twist could be you don't go that route again. It's like, oh, actually, Tidris is the best one for the job. And you build up her character, and this friendship between... That's one of those characters, Tidris, that seemed like should have been built up a lot more. I thought after the first film, there's going to be a lot more to her, and instead it was put in the background with jack shit to do. Instead, he points the finger at himself. Dustin Hoffman gets pissed. He's blah 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 blah, hanging around somewhere. He sees someone enter the temple, and it's a thief. It's a fox. I'm like, you ain't no side trooper, motherfucker. And it's Awkwafina. Thinking she's fucking female slide trooper. Trying to steal in this temple. Why did you have to hire Awkwafina for this? Her jokes weren't funny. Her dialogue delivery wasn't fitting. Her voice is annoying. She fucking sucks. She's shit. I can see why people do not like her as an actress. Because she's not much of an actress. She's not funny as a comedian. Speaking of wrestling, it's like when Vince McMahon tells you, this is the guy. No, this is the guy. No, like, this is the girl. Like, no, this is the... No, don't force it all on people, or they're going to tell you to fuck yourselves. And then the Chameleon, because there's a fight. Somehow she could keep up with Poe, because she's got the, I don't know, snatch plot armor. The plot armor is on her fucking snatch, I guess. Or female, I don't know, fucking fox snatch. The plot armor, the chastity belts, who the fuck knows. And he ultimately does defeat her, locks her up. She says she's got an idea, she can help, but yeah, let me out. He decides, fine, I'll trust you. Of course. By the way, spoiler, she is going to lead Poe to getting captured. If you didn't see this coming, then you don't watch a lot of movies. But the Chameleon... the idea of a villain that can look like anybody but then also fight like them seems pretty overpowered. But then it becomes such a lame duck foot of a fucking villain. What was the villain in the first film? Has his personal history with Master Shifu, was imprisoned, and you're not the Dragon Warrior, I'm the Dragon Warrior, I could be better than you. A bit of an interesting backstory. The second one committed a panda genocide, including killing Poe's mother. The third one, I'm going to steal all your chi. And I stole this master, and Master Oogway, and Master Shifu now. Stealing everybody's chi. This one, she kicks a fucking guy down the stairs. And the guy rolls down the stairs as if it's Donkey Kong barrel. And then at the end, or the third act, she needs the scepter because she's going to get the bad guys from the spirit realm and steal their kung fu. Now, granted, there's a point where she captures Poe, And to steal the Kung Fu, all she has to do is spit her tongue out, hit it, and steal it. She has Po captured in a cage. She could merely go and steal his fucking Kung Fu, but instead, doesn't do that, just talks and talks, and then he punches through the floor to escape. And multiple times she could steal his Kung Fu, she never does. It's never explained why she never tries to steal. She never even tries to steal his Kung Fu. It's never explained. That's just more of that plot armor. Lazy writing. Repeat on me. Repeat after me. Lazy writing. Lazy writing. Stupid fucking villain. Awkwafina, the way she talks, where she's trying to explain to Po the fleece, the bamboozle, you cheat people, and I'm a thief, and whatever the fuck. Awkwafina fucking sucks. She fucking sucks. They go into a tavern. She cheats at a game. There's a big fight where it's mostly her you get to see fight. Po does a couple things, but it's mostly her doing the fight. I'm like, I don't give a fuck about this fucking fox. Awkwafina, Awkwafaka, Waka Waka Waka, Awkwafilch, Awkwafutbowl, Fuckwit, doing fighting. I don't give a shit about her character. I don't give a shit about her. Bullshit. Should have been at least some of the Furious Five and build that up, but no. You're bringing some dumb shit character that no one gives a flying fuck about. And cast someone that people give less a fuck about. Yeah, that makes a lot of goddamn sense, apparently. They leave the tavern, they get a ride with this... I forget what... there's a fish in a bird's mouth, and the fish talks and commands them both. They get to this city where this thief lives, and nobody knows who the Dreaded Warrior is. It's even more put into the... even further shitting on the character that Jack Black plays, because, oh, well, yeah, he's not that famous. He's not that big time. No one in the city knows who he is. I'm like, a guy that in the first 3 films is deemed this big, legendary hero, and now, yeah, no one knows who he is. Oh, they know Master Shifu, but they don't know who he is. I'm saying they're going, yeah, just shit on the character more so. But people know this girl, and then Po is stupid enough to be like, sees a wanted poster and goes, "You're a fugitive? You're a wanted fugitive?" And I'm sitting there going, Po, you arrested her for trying to steal your stuff. She broke into your temple and tried to steal stuff. When you're fighting people at the tavern, you have to stop her from stealing their money, the little sacks of money. And yet you're surprised that she's a wanted criminal. What? Wait, Charlie Manson wanted to kill people? Wow, I didn't see that coming. Wow, Tim Buddy kill people? Wow. He was wanted by the FBI? Wow, that's so surprising. They escape. They meet these group of thieves. Huy Quan is there. Which he's given nothing to do. He's given a couple lines. They misinterpret. They love violence. There's these rabbits that seem cute, but they like to bite you or try to make you drink acid. And they've never heard of Po either. Po and the fox get to where they need to go, and big surprise, big shock, Awkwafina is a traitor. And he gets caught in a cage, but then he punches himself through the floor. Then he thinks he sees the fox, Awkwafina, but it's a trick by the Chameleon. I don't know why the Chameleon doesn't try to steal Po's fucking Kung Fu. She's really that fucking stupid. Instead, especially when you're surprising him and you're pretending to be someone else, you just stick your tongue out and take his kung fu, and but no, because the villain's too fucking stupid. Throws him off the bridge. Oh, another side thing is the two fathers, James Hahn and Bryan Cranston. They've been on this journey because they want to make sure Poe's okay. And they have a couple scenes together. There's a scene where they go into that same tavern, and people are freaked out because they think that panda is like the other panda that was there before. I mean, it's nice to see Bryan Cranston and James Hahn together and kind of going back and forth. That's probably the only amount of enjoyment you could get out of this movie. The villain has a scepter, so she keeps getting villains out of the spirit realm. The only one who has a voice, well, one of the only ones, is Ian McShane. They have the villains from the other two, but well, I think it's funny that the villain from the third one is in there, because didn't he explode to nothing in the spirit realm? He overloaded with chi and he blew up to nothing but molecules? So how the fuck is he there? What, did he just go back? Did he explode and go somewhere else in the spirit realm? And the molecules just got together again? As for the other one that was from the second film, I'll get to that in a few minutes. So Poe gets there. This is one bit where Awkwafina all of a sudden has a change of heart. I don't think they really did that in a natural way. It's just, well, the plot's at this time, so she needs to change her heart now. Yeah, she says a few things. Wait, you didn't say you don't hurt him. I'm like, what the fuck did you expect, you dumb bitch? You've known this woman for how long? And you don't think, like, you kind of knew what was going to happen, dumbass. And if you didn't, then you really are a dumbass. Then she's trying to stop Poe. I need to stop you from you getting yourself killed. And they're fighting, and the storm and lightning is raging, and she's able to keep up with Poe. Which, who the fuck is this character? Sure, her name ain't Rey. Is her name Skywalker? Ultimately, the two fathers get with the thieves and Awkwafina, and they're going to raise a little bit of an army so that the guards will be busy while Poe gets in there. Has a fight with the Chameleon, who keeps changing to different villains. Poe gets his ass kicked, and Awkwafina has to save him. Then they work together on the Chameleon. Then it looks like Poe is trapped and gives the scepter to Awkwafina. So Awkwafina to do some twirls and does a super power move. Then Jack Black, Poe comes out. He could have gotten out of the cage the whole time, but he was just pretending to be in the cage so that she could have a moment to believe in herself. And I'm like, yeah. When the whole world is in danger and this person is stealing people's kung fu, yeah, a little bit of time for a student lesson. Why not? And then Jack Black puts the staff down, says his one word, and fucks her up, and the power goes back to the other villains. Ian McShane says, hey, maybe that guy wasn't wrong about you, and does this in bow. I'm like, okay, whatever. So now the villain is not too bad of a villain. Like, give me a break. And what's funny is, kind of in the back here is the Shin from the second film. I just find it funny that because they couldn't get the actor from the second film. Was it Gary Oldman? I forget. You know, the one that killed the panda genocide and killed his mom. Remember that? That guy over there behind McShane, killed your mom. And now I'm supposed to think Shin is gonna like ready to bow and shit. Like what the fuck? Yeah, because the guy that killed your mom. Thank God you got his kung fu back. It's like what the fuck is this? What is this shit? They go back to the spirit realm. In reality, all these villains would get together and try to fight Poe. Because we're not going back to the spirit realm. Because, bad guys sometimes are still bad people. Not everyone changes. Not everyone changes to a fucking good guy. There are some bad people that they go to jail. They come out and they're still bad people. Or they escape from jail. Or they're pissed. Is there some reform? Yes. But not every fucking person. There will still be 1 or 2 or 3 or 5 or 7 or 11 mad sons of bitches that still want to kick your ass and kill your ass, but apparently not in this. So now he's going to choose Awkwafina as the successor and the future Dragon Warrior. Who in the blue hell would ever want to see, because they're thinking of doing a 5th one, who the fuck would ever want to see Awkwafina be the goddamn Dragon Warrior? Oh, I see no hands raised. And on top of that, the fucking movie ends with a rendition of a fucking Britney Spears song, sung by Jack Black. Hit Me Baby One More Time. I tell you not, this film ends with a cover of a Britney Spears song. Come on, baby, hit me one more time. Yeah, it's killing me. Yeah. Why does a Kung Fu Panda movie end with a cover of a Britney Spears song? My fucking God. It doesn't even fit. Like, what the fuck does that song have to do with anything in this movie? Tone-wise? Sound-wise? Theme-wise? Metaphor-wise? Or any-wise? What does Baby Hit Me One More Time, Britney Spears, have to do with anything? Martial arts, kung fu, action, pandas, whatever the fuck. The themes. Nothing. What they do? Pick out of a goddamn hat? A song from back to the day. Oh, Britney Spears. Okay. What's next? Then the next one's going to have Friday. It's a Friday. I don't know what to say. This is stupid. It's flat out stupid. With that said, thanks for watching. Take care. I'm tired of talking about this film. This film is stupid bullshit. We'll see you guys later. Bye-bye.